everybody, my name is Katrina, and today I will be reacting to more of Red Velvet. So I will be watching 3 of their music videos. I will be watching Rookie, Russian Roulette, and Automatic. Now, out of the 3 songs, I believe I know a bit of the chorus of Russian Roulette because I've on K-pop videos or things like that, I think a snippet of that song has played before. I don't remember what it sounds like, but once it starts playing I'll probably remember, but want to just give that heads up now before I start. But I've really enjoyed this group so far. They've always been different, interesting, something new kind of going on. And I've really enjoyed it so far because they're musically just amazing also. But what I'm planning on doing with them video-wise is I might have this be not the last music video reaction I do, but I want to get to know them a bit more. So I've gotten some great recommendations in my comments basically for stuff that's not music video based for them that I might want to start watching. So I think the next time I do a Red Velvet video, it'll probably be to one of those. I haven't decided which one yet, but I just want to give that heads up now. I will definitely make sure to finish their music videos because especially if I like a group like them, I just like hearing all of their title tracks and whatnot. But just wanted to give that heads up. But I'm really excited to listen to these songs. So yeah, the first one I'll watch is Rookie, which yeah, okay. Sorry, I got mentally sidetracked, but I'm excited, so let's get started.
And we're live. Produced by the colleagues. Take 1.
Yeah, alright. 1, 2. 땡당이 난 고개를 들고 나를 봐. 역시 looking my super looking boy. 좋아 볼 때마다 진짜 넌 내 타입. 역시 looking my super looking boy. 이토록 거센 존재가 난 이미 혹시나 하는 자들 아침부터 못해. 즐기는 척 나는 써봤어 말투까지 네 앞에서 마치 아이스까지. 벌써 들어와 넌 벌써 날 위태롭게 홀려놔 낯선 너의 번호까지 한 번에 난 외워버린 거야. Why 자꾸만 왜 날 흔들까. 넌 바짝 다가와 그래 옳지 boy. Lucky my super lucky 마치 그 느낌적인 느낌 Lucky my super lucky 마치 그 느낌적인 느낌. 역시 넌 날 사겠다 다가오잖아. 멋진 lucky my super lucky boy. 좋아 질 때마다 짜릿한 my heart. 멋진 lucky my super lucky boy. Hey 난 혼자 볼 땐 어디도 마 이미 넌 마치 남자친구처럼 슬쩍 화내지. 아침은 날 매일 데리러 와 baby. 날 뺏길까봐 하루 종일 경계해 baby. 날카로워진 네 눈빛 아직까지 특별할 게 없는 우리 언제까지 기다리게 할까. 네 문 다 바짝 다가와 그래 옳지 boy. 벌써 들어와 넌 벌써 날 위태롭게 더 홀려놔 낯선 너의 번호까지 한 번에 날 외워버린 거야. Why 자꾸만 왜 날 흔들까. 널 바짝 다가와 그래 옳지 boy. Lucky my super lucky 마치 그 느낌적인 느낌 Lucky my super lucky 마치 그 느낌적인 느낌. 괜히 겁이 나 내 맘 뺏긴 만큼 차가워진 아닌 척해 넌 불안해하지마 감추려 해도 이미 넌 내 마음속의 별이야 자꾸 더 반짝여 이제 네 모든 게 Lucky lucky 넌 나의 lucky 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 my super lucky 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 마치 마치 그 느낌적인 느낌 Lucky lucky my super lucky 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 마치 마치 그 느낌적인 느낌
Okay. Once again, a bit confused, but I'm not necessarily surprised by that anymore. I don't know if I get the video at all. Because it kind of started off with giving me like the Narnia vibes, like opening the closet and like going in and it's a different world on the other side. That's kind of what it gave me the vibes of at the beginning. But then it went somewhere else that I don't fully understand the music video. Oh, I remember someone saying like them being witches. So, okay, this kind of makes sense in that sense. I don't know what it was necessarily about. And I think I was confused a bit at the beginning. Because it was like, why are they saying looky? But I wasn't thinking that like the R's and L's in like the Korean alphabet, they kind of, it's the same like letter. So they kind of sound similar or put in different ways and like they're kind of interchangeable. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but just from the little bit I know, it kind of seems like that. But I didn't get that until the very end when I actually thought of they're not like English speakers. Oh no, that's not right. I went off a track. I was confused. I figured it out with the Korean language. That's how it worked. So once I got that, it kind of clicked in that sense. They sounded really good. I think I kept getting thrown off visually, like by the thing, human looking thing that was covered in flowers. I didn't get that. Like I didn't, but the song was cute. It was a very like poppy type sound. If I had to, I don't know who it's by, but it's a song called Pop. It's a very bouncy song. I don't remember who did it. It was either a group or a solo. That kind of says it could be anyone. It was a girl group or a female soloist. It was one of those. That song's named Pop, and it's very bouncy. And the choruses to me sounded a bit similar, just from like off the top of my head. But it was good. I enjoyed it. All honesty, I don't see this being one of my more favorite Red Velvet songs, because I do love a good, cute concept in the song and sound, like the different things like that. I've kind of grown to appreciate it, but it's not the sound I usually go for. And this was definitely more that kind of vibe, and it just didn't click with me as much as like some of their other songs. I really enjoyed it though, and when they got to the part where it was kind of breaking down a bit and like less of the track and them slowing down the vocals, I loved that part. That was really good. But it was, if you want to kind of just bounce around and whatnot and like have a good time, I feel like this is a great song for that. Also, before I move on to the next one, I do want to say I'm horrible with names. I've probably said it in some of my other videos. I don't know if I've said it in my other Red Velvet ones, but I've said it in some of my other videos. I'm horrible with putting names and faces and remembering names to the face and whatnot. So it will take me a little bit before I can like truly identify who's who. I think there were some moments where I could recognize Wendy. I'm pretty sure she was one of the ones like with the black hair and then like the bangs. I know there were 2 members that had that. But I'm pretty sure Wendy was one of those members with that hair, but I can't identify them as well yet. That takes me a while sometimes, but I'm definitely going to be working on it. And if you want to like let me know who's who visually in the music video, please feel free to let me know down in the comments, because I'll take any help I can get, because I do want to get to know them and be able to identify who's who. It just takes me a bit of time sometimes. But I will get there. I do promise that. Alright, cool. So the next song is Russian Roulette. Alright, cool. Let's get started.
날카로운 씻고 둘러싼 얘긴 베일 속에 점점 더 깊은 허허허쉬 맘을 켜놓 이제 여긴 온통 어두운 밤하늘색 그림자조차 길을 잃게 해 Oh 넌 항상 love this game 쉽게 즐기는 가벼움일 뿐이라고
Okay. I really liked that one. I have definitely heard like some of the chorus of that one. Like hearing it now, I do remember hearing the chorus. I liked that one. It was kind of similar to the last one, like vibe-wise, not necessarily song-wise, but I'd probably say I think I like this one a little bit more just because the track that they had for this one appealed to me a bit more. Especially at the beginning, there was nice, like, deeper tones and whatnot at the beginning in the instrumental that I really liked. But this was really good. I kind of would love to see certain outtakes from making this because I feel like since they're keeping a straight face like the whole video, I'm the type of person, if I'm forced to keep a straight face, sometimes I'll laugh. Like just trying to keep a straight face. So the fact that they're doing all of this and like keeping the dead straight face is impressive. Especially for like such an upbeat song also, but then with such a creepy undertone with the music video, I think it's impressive. It was like I really shouldn't be surprised by something like that at this point, knowing them. But I get distracted by the music and I get so happy with the upbeat, and then you see someone trying to kill another member and it's like, dang. It does it in the most, I kind of like that they were showing the cartoons because that's how they were trying to kill them, in the most dramatic and intricate way possible, which is definitely linked with cartoons. But I really like this. I feel like I'd like to watch like a dance of this because like the moments where it was like, there weren't necessarily too many times where like they were dancing all together, but like these moments where you kind of see, oh, that's, is it? No, okay, that's not an, I don't think that is that. Yeah, that's 1 second. But there were times like where these would be on screen, it would be like them dancing. I think this is a cool effect. But there weren't really many times where you saw them like just on screen dancing together. So I'd definitely be interested in watching something like that. I think I can pick out which one's Wendy. I think I've got her down a bit better than some of the other members. Like, this is this Wendy? I want to say this is Wendy. If I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me politely in the comments. I'm working on the names, but it's like I can't. I'm having a harder time with the other 4. I want to say certain names for certain members, but I also don't want to get it wrong, and I'm not confident enough in my answer. So I'm just not going to say who's who at the moment until at least until I get a bit more comfortable with putting the names to the faces. But I think I can pick out Wendy a bit easier now, and I think this is Wendy. But I like the song. It was definitely, I loved the upbeat feel it gave. And I'm like, so I always have weird mixed feelings because when I think of K-pop, I always expect hearing like singing and rapping, and there's no problem when a song's just rapping or just singing. I'm not saying that, but I do kind of like every now and then like at least hearing some of the rapping. So I know they can do it, and I've liked what I've heard them when they've done rapping before. So part of me would definitely like to hear a bit more of that. I understand why they might not do it as much, because when you have vocals at this level and of this ability, you want to let that shine. So I completely get that, and I do love hearing their vocals, so please don't misunderstand me. But I've liked their raps, so I would love to hear more songs with them doing a little bit more rapping also. But I really like this song. It was just a lovely upbeat feeling. Bouncy also. So I really like this one. But the next song and last song I'll be reacting to from them is Automatic. Alright, cool. Let's get started.
How do you like this beat? Naturally and automatically.
I love the way 내 맘을 감싸 안아 채우고 있어 전엔 몰랐던 It just comes automatic 아주 작은 몸짓에 감각들이 움직여 It just comes so natural It just comes automatic 매일 기다리던 환상에 어느새 내 심장은 숨쉬고 있어 내게 잠시 흐트러진 소리가 너를 다 사랑이란 진실을 모두 말하게 돼서 따뜻한 이 velvet skin 빛을 살짝 앉은 lips 비에 젖은 듯한 ice 모두 아름다워 Love the way 내 맘을 감싸 안아 채우고 있어 전엔 몰랐던 It just comes automatic 아주 작은 몸짓에 감각들이 움직여 It just comes so natural It just comes automatic 단 한 번 나를 스친 sugar rush 너무도 자연스레 멈춰서 있어 내게 눈을 감았다도 다시 떠봐도 이미 깊게 빠진 꿈처럼 날 깨울 수 없어 따뜻한 이 velvet skin 빛을 살짝 앉은 lips 비에 젖은 듯한 ice 모두 아름다워 포근한 네 손 옅게 짓는 미소 너란 세상에서 모두 아름다워 Love the way 내 맘을 감싸 안아 채우고 있어 전엔 몰랐던 It just comes automatic 아주 작은 몸짓에 감각들이 움직여 It just comes so natural It just comes automatic 이끌림에 난 또 다가가 It's automatic 이 느낌 그대로 Just hold on I love the way 네 곁에 나의 발을 맞추고 있어 이미 정해진 It just comes automatic 계속 너의 공간에 함께 머물고 싶어 It just comes so natural It just comes automatic It just comes automatic
Okay. That one, amazing. I love that one. Honestly, out of the three I've watched today, that's probably my favorite. That just appeals to my musical sense nearly 100%. The instrumental at the beginning kind of got me. I can't remember exactly how it sounded and it's bothering me, but I know the instrumental at the beginning, it was really nice. It had nice depth to it and it was rich. And it just sounded so smooth and nice and like really good. I love that the song itself was a bit more of a slower song, but it wasn't a slow song. It was kind of the best way I can say it is it had the vibe of like a smooth jazz song. Like it was nice. When you hear it, it felt like velvet for your ears. Oh shoot, that actually kind of works. Sorry. Pun not intended, but there nonetheless. But it sounded like it had the feel of a smooth jazz song. It definitely wasn't a jazz song, but you know when you listen to a jazz song and then that like just smooth, like a lot of the time saxophone, sometimes trumpet, depends what song, but it just sounds, it flows so well and it blends with the other instruments, and it's like it just sounds gorgeous. That's what they did with this song, and they emphasized that more with their vocals. So they had a bit more of like a solid basic track, and then they had like the solo instrument from like a smooth jazz song be their vocals, which was amazing, because when you have the abilities they have with their voices, it works so well, and they all sounded so smooth that it was gorgeous. I'm probably going to use that, or I probably have used that word too much, but I can't fully express how much I liked this song. And then when the harmonies came in, I love some good harmonies. Like that's why, so I kind of like a cappella, especially when it's done properly, done well. So I'm a Pentatonics fan. Since I've gotten into K-pop, I haven't watched as much of their newer stuff, just because my focus has been a bit elsewhere. But I have watched their song with ATs, which was cool. But sorry, sidetrack. When they harmonize, it sounds amazing. They're a really good group, and like their harmonies are amazing, but like, so this was just as good as them, I personally think. I won't say better, worse, or anything like that, because they're two very completely different groups, and their purpose of their voice in the song are used and done entirely differently. Like Pentatonics is a purely a cappella group. So I'm not comparing them. Well, I guess I kind of am, but I don't mean any negatives by it. But I guess what I'm trying to say more is that their harmonies and vocalization together was just as good as a really good a cappella group. So I think that's what I was trying to say, and I was referencing Pentatonics for that. There, that's a better way to say it. But their harmonies were amazing. I can't get over it. It was so beautiful. This is the type of song, like, where you want to feel good and like warm and like as if you're just like kind of slow dancing and being hugged kind of thing. This is the song for that. And I loved it. They sounded amazing. Then there was this part. It was in the red here. There was a member that was singing, but I can't. Was it? I don't remember. Okay. Is that Wendy? I don't know. Because if we put them together, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, here. I'm pretty sure this is Wendy. So I think that the person in red that I just pointed out, I want to say that's someone different. But when hair and makeup changes, I also get very confused. Like, doesn't matter who it is. I will get confused. But I'm pretty sure this member is Wendy. So I think I've got, like I said in the last one, I think I've gotten better at pointing her out. So please feel free to let me know who the other members are, just so that I can start learning a bit better, like who's who and whatnot. Just because I think with them, they're all just so good and they all switch around so much that it's a bit harder for me to truly peg who's who. But I think I have Wendy now. But all three of these songs were really good. I definitely, well, I think I should listen to Rookie a bit more just because I think the video distracted me just a little bit. But I liked all three songs. I do plan on putting them all on my playlist. But I'd say today, out of the three I've watched today, I think Automatic is definitely my favorite. That hit my musical love spot, like almost spot on. So yeah, but they were really good. I'm excited to get into more of them. They've surprised me in the best way possible, and I'm very happy about that. But yeah, if you have any recommendations for anything from them, or any other groups, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I also have an Instagram. I'm working on becoming a bit more active over there. But so if you want to follow me there, if you also want to send me like recommendations through the Instagram, if you don't want to do it in my comments, you can also do that there. But I'll leave my Instagram in the description below, if you do want to follow me there. No pressure at all. But yeah, I enjoyed the videos today. I hope you enjoyed watching my reaction, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!